Good morning wherever you are, good afternoon wherever you are, and good evening wherever you are. Welcome to today's show, Face the Nation GH, Trending Issues and Rebuilding Ghana. Once more, me welcome the community. I know we are in the middle of the week. Today being 3rd March 2021, it's also Wednesday, or the first Wednesday of the week. Today, under Rebuilding Ghana, we will be going back to Ghana's Judicial Center or Ghana's Supreme Court, what the entire population is awaiting to hear on March 4th. It's a single digit and it's a very, very interesting number. I know those are multi-USs, they are also anticipating to see something happening. It's not just going to be a day, but a movement. A lot of people have that conspiracy, say, China declare Excellency Donald Trump, Baby recapture power back from Joe Biden. That issue is also there. They know who we are, Capitol Hill, Washington, almost beefy security so much. But I don't want us to go into that. That will come on with tomorrow. What politics are. But right, check what is going to happen tomorrow. It's been 2 months. I started your court proceedings now in regards to the 2020 election petition. Tomorrow, the dust is going to settle. Ghana Supreme Court will bring verdict or will bring its judgment for both petitioner and the respondent, being the NDC as a petitioner in the ongoing case or the case that is about to come to an end, and the first respondent being the EC and the second respondent, Excellency Nana Dankwa, and any legal team. So that will be the under Rebuilding Ghana. That's what we are going to talk about today. So now let's quickly take a quick break. The second issue, which is trending issues. All right, NDC MPs backtrack on Opon Kroma Hawakumsin every year Akuto's approval. Meaning, let me read it. It's a very short one here. I say, let's go back a couple of days ago, which is about 3 or 4 days ago. When you say NDC, it was a communique about until committee, Omar rejected this designates, these ministers, which is Akuto every year, former Agric Minister, Hawakumsin, and Opon Kroma. And then so new communique Benny. Also, the 3 ministers designate who had been rejected by the Minority on Appointment Committee, Kojo Ponkroma, Dr. Efri Yakutu, and Hawakumsin, have been approved by a majority decision. An earlier report by the committee failed to reach unanimous decision for the 3, according to EIB News. Parliamentary correspondent Ibrahim Al-Hassan. But at a caucus meeting Wednesday, which lasted for over 2 hours, the caucus resolved to pass the 3 and rather withdraw their consent for the consensus approval of the 3 security sector ministers designate. Kandapa for National Security, Dominic Nitiru for Defense, and Bruce Derry for Interior had already been approved by the NDC MPs on the committee. But the party has raised concern over the move, citing the nominees' alleged role in the Ayawaso by-election violence and the killing that took place in 2020 polls. About 9 people died. One major remark, I would say negative remark of the 2020 general election. At this point, you blame both the defense and the Ministry of Interior or the joint coalition. They failed. And then that is the statement there. So I wasn't surprised Amijan Fee this morning to issue statement B. But I hope say yeah, question I will get there. Another issue, so I say stop breaking up MPP. I will be first casualty if we go into opposition, says Kennedy Acheampong. that's a sin, not MP. Kennedy say, Omunjai say MPP, almost break it party into two, no. As some co-position on the so on a first casualty, like you'll be a victim to the NDC government. Because at this point, what Kennedy was trying to say is it's too early, just 2 months into this government, this new second term of Nanado. Almost started Alan, Baumia. But you see, I don't know how the party is going about this. Look, I did say Benwa. Now, so trouble on because it will definitely come out. It's how the party manages this issue and it will determine the stability and the internal cohesion of the party. They shouldn't be hypocrite about it because that competition will come on. Now, as I said, MPP, Kofu Adubuahin, even Mr. Fojo as a chairman in Ashanti region, then that time it wasn't just their stronghold, it was their financial hub. Or threatens to be resigning from party in Ukraine. Still, to me, I coming back because Adubuahin seems to be his favorite. And Ukraine, my party now collapsing. We saw what happened in Sunyane, Kufuor Nanado. We saw what happened in Legon. Look, I always tell them, and then some of them, they are reason to please their presidential leader, which is Nanado. The party, they will be very objective, not go strictly by the party rules concerning elections. You won't intimidate anybody. No one in a fair push, not so mokoba. At the end of the day, what you say will break you away from the party. Your own supporters will not back you because you were given the democratic privileges to contest the elections, just that the electors rejected you. But here is the case, SC1. What happened? There's a most many repeated view. That's the most suppressive people. Now you see all Soviet tactics and to support one candidate against the other. And no mum any breaky party. No, I think that's the direction you should look at it, and that is the perspective you should focus on. But say internally, from Nanado to the last person in the party, or candidate, or didn't support him between Alan Baumia, because so far, no, these are the two leading candidates. Yeah, Baumia being a vice, a man at that stage, Alan a long time stay in the party, and he also losing to Nanado, historically, it also give him a clear stage where that who should succeed Nanano. And also our support no doubt. Now let's look into this. I think it's far better to manage it. No more cutting that hypocrisy and say there's a consensus building. There's no need for consensus building. MPP is a democratic party. Therefore, they should allow them to compete. A very decent and a democratic competition to take place. Not aim to me and bring a leader to lead the party 2024. It's simple as that. Forget Domilovo nationality and focus on his age. That is Gabriel Asaroshe Dako. That Auditor General Nasim, I don't want to go into it. I think yesterday we had a time to talk about it. Okay. Debate discuss. Judgment Day tomorrow. Supreme Court to rule on 2020 election petition. Don't malign justice of the Supreme Court. I think it's a press conference on me anyway. That's what they were trying to say. Godfred Odame lied under oath in regards to George Afoku's family. Lied under oath in regards to Afoku's brother, which is Gregorio Afoku. So I've seen that George Afoku's family petitioned the speaker. Yes, he did lie. Yes, because at one breath, Odame was telling them, say, he was in charge of civil cases, and that was a pure criminal case. And at one breath, he was saying that Gregorio Afoku didn't meet the bail application. Look, as a democratic society, dear, so all respect for Jaja, under no circumstance should the executive override the powers of the judiciary. And as somebody, someone call more. Let's see, say China's ruling about mobile accepted. The same court system need be and a grantee bail for this young man, but an individual cannot sit there. No, for an imagine say Maybe imagine himself still on the kun nipa on the kun Adams Mahama. Simply say, me no more issue. Therefore, the guy is still rotten, or he should rot in BNI cell. That is not how a democratic society should run. Follow personal will and govern such processes. Franklin Kuju, stop the madness at audit service. That was Franklin Kuju. I'm not satisfied with Akufo-Addo's stance on LGBT from Baba Jamel. This issue, I think, Ghana, Omaka, they are all playing games about it. Say, country need a very serious. No one consider the interests of their own citizens. Say, the customs, the tradition, and the beliefs. And no more religion and support. Yeah, by now. Come on, pass a law. Because we haven't seen such a strong resistance or objection coming. But let's come on, pass a law. Parliament received 2,000 doses of COVID-19 vaccine. That's good. How do you see a static free? It's been a while since I could fall back on it. Already, old man, they say, Obian take when it comes to this LGBT thing. I say LGBTQI plus unlawful, defies culture, religion, and nature. He went further to say that the sexuality is unacceptable and against our culture and religion. That should be it. That's it. Conversation surrounding the legalization of LGBT came up, and he rejected the idea. Also, during the tenure of office, that issue came up, but he rejected it. I rejected the LGBT legalization when I was president because it baffled me. It still baffles me because LGBT practices is against our culture, religion, and even defies human nature or defies nature. Simple. I deal with. So he's born. It was further. Was he speaking at the St. Michael's and All Angels Cathedral in Asante Mampong on Saturday 27, installation of the second Archbishop of Anglican Church of Ghana. Mr. Akufo-Addo also said, for same-sex marriage to be legalized in Ghana, it will not happen in my time. That is, to me, it's a clear hypocrisy. It is about time, as a president, on using the power, say the ultimate bill, financial bill, this bill at the parliament, This shouldn't even, they almost seem to be pushy, a Japan deal, This shouldn't even take them more than a week. Because right now, you have about 80% or 90% in the country supporting. And Ghanaians are showing strong resistance. So that alone gives you domestic support to push this issue to parliament. And come out very clear laws. Because Ghana, you need clear laws to be in as much as their criminal code speaks against carnal knowledge, So they can't be playing games about this. Once you take that step, like I said, this is it. Now we can go after them. Because where these people have started from, gradually they are saying the issue is two. If you don't take care, you'll be confusing it. Right now, more can you say almost more fundamental, their fundamental human rights, which is their right to association, their right to expression, their right to movement. Because when you attack say who belong to this group or any of these groupings, the people can take the law into their own hands. So now they can use the judiciary and the security services to protect that right. The moment they get that right protected, automatically it gives them that leeway to start that practice or to continue with that practices. But here is the case here. We shouldn't let them get there. That's why they started from here. I'm starting to Supreme Court about their right, their fundamental human rights. And any sound court to be able will grant them because they didn't go there with their practices. But at this point, they were fighting for their rights. So we should, look, it's a very thin or inductive argument here. Understanding their rights as people and understanding, I don't want to term that as a right, their practices, which is un-Ghanaian, which goes against nature, goes against our culture and our religion. So, what do? See a confusion, you have clear laws in Fambra. this is what it is. It's abomination in our country. Nobody can practice that. And the moment you do this, you are in trouble with the law. It becomes an anti-government issue. As simple as that. Taking those platforms to talk about, because there's no political figure between religious platform, no can support it. I don't know that. Anglican one mujina ya muka our main church I support it. Yeah, so I think it's about time it shows seriousness. Now Kufuor has also stepped in again. I say go for the COVID-19 jab or blame yourself. I think it's in the right direction. I didn't the campaign nipana ya. You see, we've recorded some couple of suicide within the police department. I think IGP now upon Bueno I take a very decisive step or deploy psychologists to all police regional commands. I think there's a need for that. No more investigating, no more examining police service, no more what is happening. Because already Ghana, you go through a lot of security issues for us to be losing the police, men and women. All right. There's this story I wanted to do, but okay. Now let's get into this. Let's get into the rebuilding Ghana. Tomorrow, hopefully by 12 midday, they're now ruling ABBA. This is what we are likely to see tomorrow. Based on the statements were filed, or the petition that was filed, the witness statements that were filed by both sides, the petitioner and the respondents, arguments were also heard. Most of the election petitioners, as I always say, someone trying on affidavit. So much witnesses now. But you see, all in all, the SCB and the NDC for filing almost closing arguments. They've been given opportunity to be heard. The only sad thing, or to me, unfortunate thing that happened is that we can have a civil trial without denying the ingredients or the essential elements of litigating, which I'm referring to the tools of discovery. You talk about interrogatories, you talk about inspection of documents, subpoena dicasticum, you're talking about all this. So the question, I won't even wait for the ruling to come for me to ask this from the Supreme Court. If a petitioner or a party appears before Supreme Court and you deny that individual these tools of discovery, then you deny me the opportunity to cross-examine the one I tagged as a principal witness, who will be very helpful in a case. Then what else can the Supreme Court grant me? Simple as that. Anyway, that was last week. Who said the Ghana Judicial Service, in collaboration with the Supreme Court of Ghana, issued statement through Tadiosori in the law office. To me, I criticize it. I didn't understand why I said just a moment me have a statement number. No go through a private lawyer. At this time, you see, when you attack the media or when you go hard on the media, you are attacking the entire populace, because the media is the fault in the realm of administration and they captures everything that happens in the country. So this is exactly what happened. Their orders or instructions were very simple. Say media should desist from certain reportage. 2, remove all insightful statements about about Supreme Court and in regards to the election petition. We also say a lot of civil society organizations came out clearly to bash them. Because it's like the Supreme Court is trying to take powers that hasn't been confirmed on them, or they are trying to extend their tentacles, which shouldn't be, because the powers given them and even the privilege they have to act as Supreme Court justices, they are also within the confine. They are also within the confine of the Constitution that runs or that dictates the affairs of the country. So at this point, they were trying to eat into the fundamental human rights of the people, which is their freedom of expression. That was the danger, and the freedom of publication and freedom of the press. That's why you saw a lot of people. Now, the power of the public opinion. And then you're sorry in your team said this is what has happened in Ghana. I say, from the Judicial Service, That is the first change. This time around, they didn't go through any private attorney or any private law firm, but they used the GSAG, which that is the appropriate quarters for them to address the masses, the citizens. I say, criticize us violently as you can, but don't insult us, Chief Justice to the media. Okay, the Chief Justice Kwesi Eni-Yeboah has asked media practitioners in the country to to criticize them violently, but not to insult them. I mean, in their press briefing, they were very short. It was very short. What the court is trying to say is that power to criticizing, they can't take it away from them. But maligning them, insulting them, it is not the right way. On this note, and I think say almost prepare the mindset of the people about the ruling on the Beba Echinano, and also was in response to how the public also reacted in regards to almost early statement, the statement that they issued earlier on. That was the beginning of the week, Him said that's what they were trying to also refer to. But on this note, and I will just say a big thank you to everybody for your time. See you the same time tomorrow.